Today in this video we can see about Hall effect and then PN junction diode. Okay, first of all, what is Hall effect? Hall effect can be stated as in the equilibrium state the electric field intensity E due to Hall effect must be exert a force on charge carrier which just balances the magnetic force. That is, the Hall effect can be given as En is equal to BeV. Okay, that is VH is equal to VH is equal to BDI by PWD, that is BI by PW. Okay, this is the statement of a Hall effect. The important equation is EH equal to BEV, which is BEV. Okay, then we can see about the what is Hall coefficient. Hall field per unit current density per unit magnetic field is called Hall coefficient. Okay, Hall field per unit current density per unit magnetic field is called Hall coefficient. Then we should know about what is Hall angle. Hall angle can be given by theta h is equal to tan inverse of EH by EX. Okay, theta h is equal to tan inverse of EH by EX. Then EH can be given as EH is equal to VH by D. Okay, EX is equal to VH by D. Then we can see about the applications of Hall effect. Hall effect can be used to determine whether semiconductor is N-type or P-type. Okay, for the determination of a semiconductor is N-type or P-type, Hall effect is used, and the determining the carrier electron or hole concentrations. Okay, determination of a carrier which is electron or hole concentration, and then measure power in an electromagnetic wave. To measure power in an electromagnetic wave, and then measure the displacement. Okay, and to measure the displacement, and to measure the current. Okay, and to measure the current. Okay, these are all the applications of Hall effect. Determine whether semiconductor is, the important application is, first one is whether semiconductor is N-type or P-type, and then determine the carrier concentration, and the measure of power, measure displacement, and the measure the current. Okay, these are the applications of Hall effect. Okay, okay, then we can see about the PN junction diode. Okay, first of all we should know about what is forward biasing. This is the forward biasing circuit diagram. We have metal contact and then two p and n region and connected to the supply. Okay, and the direction of electron flow will be from the will be in the anti-clockwise directions. Okay, from the n region to the p region. Okay, so that is p region is connected to the positive terminal, and then n region will be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Okay, so the current flow will be in the anti-clockwise direction, which is from left to right. Actually, the result is that depletion region is reduced in width and the barrier potential is also reduced. If the applied bias voltage is increased from 0, the barrier potential gets progressively smaller and smaller until it effectively disappears, and charge carriers can easily flow across the junction. Okay, actually in the case of P forward biasing, the P and N regions are P regions connected to the positive terminal and N regions connected to negative terminal, so the direction of current flow can be given as shown, and then due to this current flow, actually the applied voltage is gradually increased from 0 onwards. Apply voltage is increased, and then the barrier potential gets by increasing voltage from 0, we can notice that barrier potential will be progressively smaller and smaller, and then it will be effectively and at one stage it will be effectively disappears. Okay, and then the carriers can flow across the junction. Okay, this is the forward bias junction. And in the reverse bias junction, this is the diagram. Here we note that the p-type junction is connected to the negative terminal, and then n-type is connected to the positive terminal. Okay, that's the reverse of forward bias. Okay, p-n junction can be reverse biased. How it can be stated as, first of all, the potential barrier is increased and width of the depletion is also increased. When the potential barrier is increased in p-n junction, the width of the depletion also increased. Okay, the junction offers high resistance is called the reverse resistance RR to the flow of current. Okay, owing to the establishment of high reverse resistance current, very small current is called the leakage current or reverse current is produced. Okay, here in the case of reverse applied bias, that is reverse p-n junction, here leakage current or reverse current is produced. Okay, from this we can come to conclusion that p-n junction allows flow of current only when forward biased, and only small reverse or leakage current when reverse biased. Okay, p-n junction allows current flow only in the forward biased condition, but in the case of reverse bias, only when a small reverse or leakage current is produced, it can be produced. Okay, but when a small reverse or leakage current is produced in the reverse condition. Okay, for the forward condition only, the reverse bias, the p-n junction diode functions only in the forward bias only. In the case of reverse bias, when small leakage current is applied, then it can be function. Okay, then we can see about the metal semiconductor junctions. Okay, the other interface between the semiconductor and the metal, which is act as a cathode, is an ohmic contact, and there is no potential drop in the junction. This is the structure of metal semiconductor junction. The diagram shown is the structure of metal semiconductor junction. Here there will be anode and cathode, and then some ohmic contact, then metal, and then n-type semiconductor. Anode is connected to the positive terminal and cathode is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, then ohmic contacts can be metal semiconductor contact that has a negligible contact resistance compared with the bulk or spreading resistance of the semiconductor. This is termed as ohmic contact. Okay, ohmic contact is nothing but a metal semiconductor that has negligible contact resistance compared with the bulk or spreading resistance of a semiconductor is termed as ohmic contact. Bulk resistance, in the bulk resistance, after overcoming the barrier potential, all the imputes the diode current is resistance of p and n region symbolized by rp and rn. Okay, wow. In the bulk resistance, after the barrier potential which is completed, the diode current is of the resistance in the p and n regions. The diode current of resistance can be represented by the symbol rb and rn. Okay, we should note that after overcoming the barrier potential, the p and n regions, p regions and n regions in the conductors conducting regions can be symbolized by rp and rn when the diode current of the resistance is increased. Okay, actually the concept in the bulk resistance is that when the barrier potential overs, and the diode current of the resistance of p and n junction can be represented by rp and rn. Okay, this is the indication of bulk resistance. Then important terms used in the p-n junction can be, first one, breakdown voltage. First term which we use is breakdown voltage. Second one is the knee voltage. Knee voltage is nothing but the forward voltage at which current through the junction start increasing rapidly. Okay, at the forward voltage, the current through the junction start increasing rapidly is termed as knee voltage or cut-in voltage. Then knee voltage of silicon diode may be Vk is equal to 0.7 volt. Knee voltage of silicon diode can be indicated as Vk is equal to 0.7 volt. Okay, PD equal to, and then next we can see about the maximum forward current. Maximum forward current can be, it is the highest instantaneous forward current that a p-n junction can conduct without damage to the junction. Okay, this is the maximum forward current. Peak inverse voltage. Peak inverse voltage nothing but it is a maximum reverse voltage that can be applied to the p-n junction without damage to the junction. Okay, this is the PIV, peak inverse voltage. Then maximum power rating, it can be stated as it is the maximum power that can be dissipated at the junction without any damage to it. Maximum power rating is nothing but maximum power that can be dissipated at the junction without any damage to it. Okay, this is the maximum power rating. Power dissipation of the diode can be computed in the same way. It is equal to the it is equal to the product of diode voltage and diode current. Okay, VD and ID. PD equal to VD and ID. VD is the diode voltage, ID is the diode current. Okay, the power rating which is defined as the maximum power diode can safely dissipate without shortening its life or degrading properties. That is, Pmax can be given is equal to Vmax into Imax. Here Vmax is the voltage corresponding to high max. Vmax is the voltage corresponding to high max. Okay. So in this video we saw about the PN junction diode. Okay, Hall effect and PN junction diode. We knew in the PN junction there will be forward biasing and reverse biasing. We should note that in the forward biasing condition only the PN junction works, and at the reverse condition it does not work. But in the case of small leakage current, the reverse bias also starts working. And then we saw about metal semiconductor contacts in junctions, the ohmic contact and bulk resistance. That is, bulk resistance nothing but the when the barrier potential is over, the diode current of resistance of PN and regions can be stated as RP plus RN. Okay. Important terms used in PN junction is given as breakdown voltage, knee voltage, maximum forward current, peak inverse voltage, maximum power rating. Okay. These are some of the important terms. Okay. Thank you.